Well, joining us now on the Mitch Albom Show is the author, and I should say a local author, Go to War Against Fear and Doubt, Destroy the Roadblocks to Success. Gary Miller joins us. Hello, Gary.
Hi, how are you? On this wonderful cold day, we're going to see if we can warm up the lines and get everybody ready to do some great things with their life.
I doubt it. No, I'm kidding. No, see, that's why
Downer Al comes again. That's why we need this book, so Al can bring it up.
That's right. Well, Kenny and I'm well into the book, Gary, and I have to tell you, first of all, a little background on Gary. He was well-known, fabulous local photographer here for 50 years, and also, God bless you, a Detroit school teacher, voted my favorite teacher. Right. Apparently, Ray wasn't in your class.
No, not at all.
But Ray Prosser, but well-known for his teaching career, became a hugely successful photographer, and really just in the last few years, Gary, you've gotten into dealing with kind of your personal life to try and motivate folks that are going through changes perhaps in their life to have knock down those barriers, as you say, to success.
Right, and I found out that most of the barriers in people's life were their own creation.
Amen.
And that I believe that everybody was born with unlimited potential for health, wealth, and happiness. It's their choice. And this book is trying to get them to get out of their own way and let things happen, let their dreams come true.
Well, did you just get frustrated by seeing people not fulfill that, or what was your impetus for writing this book?
My impetus for writing this book was that technology sort of slowed down my photography business, and I needed to be productive. And so I started looking back at the principles that made me successful. People looked over my shoulder, and when I discussed it, they said, put it in a book. And I took their word on it, and I sat there in front of a blank piece of paper and created this book in 3 years, which are just lessons to walk people, take them by the hand, and walk them through a battle against their own fear and doubt.
Well, it's funny, Gary, because, a lot of folks have written motivational books, a lot of motivational speakers, but you really kind of hit a chord with me at a particular time in my life. I just turned 60. And, looking at different things outside of radio and, my next step in my career and so on and so forth. So it really struck a chord with me. And you being a local author, we wanted to give you a shot at getting your message out. But I was really impressed by, a lot of the bullying you had to endure when you were growing up. But what really fascinated me is that you really didn't let that beat you down. That only made you stronger. And I find that a real asset.
I think that when people say things to you, many of the people who made cruel remarks did it just without thinking, and they didn't mean it. And when I confronted some of the people told me like I would never become a decent photographer because I didn't have enough patience, they remembered saying it, but they just threw it out. So my statement to the public is you have to accept any negative statement. You have to allow it into you. And if you just say no to it, I'm not going to accept it, I don't believe it, I'm going to prove you wrong. If you don't allow a person to bully you, they cannot bully you at all.
Any time in your life doubt crept in?
Doubt creeps in all the time, but I have to go to war. I have to get the two words out of my vocabulary. The first one is can't, because you can do anything you want. And the second one is but. I'd like to do this, but. I'm going to do this, but. So if people take two words out of their vocabulary, can't, change it to yes, I can, take the T off the can't, put it on the but, and instead of being but I can't do it, it's maybe I'm a butt head and I'm going to do it.
Well, it's funny because my parents and all my close friends always told me what I couldn't do, and they were right.
No, they were wrong.
No, I'm kidding you.
And when they pushed you into that,
you better get him another book. You better get him the second version.
You know what? I got to get to chapter 16.
Yeah, you got to get him. You got to maybe go through this with Al, because
point by point.
He is the person that you're writing this for.
He is.
All right, but I'm going to tell you this: a person who won't be licked can't be licked. So if you make up your mind that you're going to move forward, I found that when you get a group of people together, some people are afraid of heights, some are afraid of public speaking, they're afraid of rejection, they're afraid of sales, and in the same group, people aren't. I believe that the universe sends you your individual fears, and when you face those fears, you go to your next level of success. The things that I feared the most, public speaking, writing, different things, those were the next step to success. So basically your fear is a GPS to where you should be going.
Yeah, I hear you, and you really hit me at a particular time where I read that, and it really was.
And those who know Gary know he is not fearful to
No,
speak
no,
these days. So
no.
Right.
check this book out, because if you have any doubt,
Right.
the guy on the other end of this line right now has none. So find out what he's doing.
He may just talk you
He
into
just may
success.
talk you into something.
That's right. Well, Gary, thanks. All the best.
How do
to
you get the book?
Yeah,
All right, so the book
yeah.
is, the website is gotowarthebook.com. I have my telephone number if somebody wants to have a personal question. I have my email, so gotowarthebook.com.
Or speaking engagements, too. You do.
Right. I'd love to come and do either life coaching or speak to any business, or we talk about going above the call of duty and customer service and how you can get anything in life you want if you just help enough people in life get what they want. And so it's all about putting yourself out there, being the best, and going the extra mile.
Good for you. Good for
right.
you. Thanks for inspiring us on this chilly day here in Detroit. Go to War Against Fear and Doubt is the name of the book. The author, Gary Miller. And if you want more information, go to warthebook.com. Gary, best of luck to you. And I'm going to get through the rest of the half of the book and meet you for coffee and tell you how I'm succeeding.
All right. God bless you, and thank you so much, and I appreciate the opportunity.
All right.